Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Tuesday morning news. Efforts to erase blackness from Florida schools continue. A textbook publisher eliminated all references to race from a draft lesson about civil rights icon Rosa Parks because of their interpretation of Florida's Stop Woke Act, according to the New York Times. In the second version of the lesson, the mention of race is removed completely. The new description of Parks' experience states she was told to move to a different seat. She did not. She did what she believed was right. In other news, Amazon is cutting 9,000 more jobs. CEO Andy Jassy announced Monday in a memo to staff. The latest cuts come after an earlier announcement that the company was eliminating about 18,000 positions as part of a major cost-cutting bid. The fresh rounds of job cuts will take place in the coming weeks. Lastly, if you or your partner struggles with snoring at night, you're not alone. 52% of Americans, adults, either snore or have a partner who does, according to a new poll, and 72% of them have explored a number of ways to try and silence the noise. The top strategies include extra pillows, nasal strips, drinking water before bed, and sleeping while sitting. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
No timeouts left for Indiana. 3.3 remaining. Moore McNeil with the ball. Takes it. Has it stolen alone. Another number one goes down. Miami pulls off the upset and knocks off Indiana on their home court.
The women's NCAA Sweet 16 is set, man. Most of the teams were expected to make it this far, Rick. Couple of shakeups as in this one that you just heard. Number 9 seed Miami Hurricanes beat the number 1 seeded Indiana. This is the second number 1 seed to go down in the women's bracket. Number 6 Colorado knocked off number 3 Duke. The men, they was off yesterday. They didn't play. They back in action on Thursday as they start off their Sweet 16. Man, it's going to get crazy. In the meantime, former NFL quarterback Cam Newton, he announced that he's going to be throwing at Auburn's Pro Day coming up here real soon. He wants to know how all these random quarterbacks still getting jobs in front of him. He says, "Ain't 32 blankety blanks better than me?" Now, here's my quick advice to Cam Newton.
Right.
But here's the deal, though. He may be right about that, but at the moment, he's not on nobody's roster. So just stop talking and move in silence and go prove everybody wrong. Simple. It is what it is, man. I mean, because the more that you talk and downplay what other quarterbacks are doing and you ain't on nobody's roster, come on, Cam, we rooting for you, bro. So just be, just chill, keep working out, go do this pro day, go prove to everybody that you need to be on somebody's roster, and then get back in there, and then go handle your business. It is what it is, man. That's just my...
Hey, Rock.
What's up?
Hey, this segment is being brought to you by Kroger. Tune in to More Than That with Gia Peppers. Whoever listens to podcasts, brought to you by Kroger. Fresh for everyone. Go ahead, dog.
Already. What's up there, Gary, with the T?
All right, y'all. Nick Cannon is speaking out again, bless his spirit. They're saying that Nick Cannon hinted that his ex-wife Mariah Carey might be the love of his life over the weekend, y'all, when he called her remarkable and a gift from God, y'all. Now, in a recent interview, y'all, Nick Cannon, he said that, we all know that he's 42 years old, and he's the father of 12, who recently joked about having women compete to bear his 13th child. He gushed about the Grammy-winning icon 53, with whom he shares 2 children with. Now, the Wild and Out star danced around naming Mariah the official love of his life, but he confirmed that the legendary songstress is the coolest person he's ever met. Now, Cannon, who has fathered children with 5 other women, went on to infer that his 6-year marriage to Mariah was his greatest romance, saying, "Like the greatest, I mean, I always talk about that." Then it goes viral, and he said all of her fans, y'all get mad at me. Now, the pair, they tied knots, back in 2008, and they welcomed twins Monroe and Morocco 11 before the 2014 separation and the subsequent divorce back in 2016, y'all. It's amazing how this man still talk about this woman and saying how he really loved her. And sometimes, Ricky, I wonder, was he just really spazzing out because he really loved Mariah Carey and he just didn't know what to do, so everybody was having babies with all them different women? Is that what men do sometimes when they love somebody and they can't have them no more?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is when you love somebody, you'll never forget them. You'll think you're going to forget them, but they pop back up in your mind, boy. They stay in your head now.
Well, she's still definitely up in his head because he's still talking about it. But we're just going to keep him in prayer. And I know if he could play Cher's song, If I Could Turn Back Time, honey, he could probably be back with her. But, honey, I don't think that will ever happen again. So there you have it. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Cameo. On the high end, you say Cameo, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Green. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 before the top of the hour. The segment's being brought to you by.
Pre-rinsing dishes used to be the norm because old detergent wouldn't get the dishes clean. New Cascade Platinum Plus lets everyone do dishes differently. You just scrape, load, and done. New Cascade Platinum Plus. No pre-wash, no rewash, or your money back. Bring it to Tad. What's happening?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tad, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, at the South by Southwest premiere of Air over the weekend, that's the Michael Jordan movie, Ben Affleck said he consulted Michael Jordan about the casting of the film. Well, the basketball superstar had only one thing in mind, only one person in mind when it came to who would play his mother. He said, I got the script and had the chance again to talk to Michael. Michael Jordan is, for those of you who don't know, the most intimidating, impressive man you'll ever see in real life. He shared that Jordan had said, none of this would have ever happened without my mother doing everything. Then Affleck asked him who he wanted to play the part of his mother, and he said, well, it has to be Viola Davis. And Affleck said, I said, you do know that's like saying, can I play basketball when you're out on the court, and like with Michael Jordan? And then he said, yeah, well, if you get Michael Jordan, I'll play. So he said the girl-gone actor Viola Davis is the best actor I've ever seen. I didn't know she was in Gone Girl. Viola Davis?
Viola Davis?
It said, yeah, it says the Gone Girl actor. I didn't know she was
they were referencing Ben Affleck, yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was kind of confused. But that's dope. I don't see nobody else playing Michael Jordan's mother either, and she's definitely going to kill that role. I wonder what made them get Ben Affleck to direct it.
He's a really good director.
Yeah, I think he wanted to do it, and he took it to Michael, and Michael approved it.
Oh, that's dope. That is so dope.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah, that's going to be. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be really good because we've been waiting to see, like, a story about Michael Jordan that he is backing, that's not just like a documentary that somebody created or whatever, that, you know, that he's what you call it when you support it,
that part.
Yeah, that part.
When you have the people's permission. I forgot what it is, because remember they tried to do one for Escape and it would have been unauthorized. Unauthorized. Yeah. My bad, y'all. So, okay, y'all, moving on. According to Variety, Dancing with the Stars alum Juliana Huff will be returning to the show to co-host the 32nd season alongside Alfonso Ribeiro. Now, this comes after Tyra Banks announced that she would not be returning next season. No word on why Tyra decided to leave just after 3 seasons. Why y'all think Tyra leaving?
She was dragged a lot. You know, people didn't like her. They say she was mean, honey, and condescending, so that's why she retired.
Did you ever see it with her on there?
Once.
Was she mean?
Well, we wouldn't see that, but, you know, the behind-the-scenes thing, you know, that's how the people say that she would treat people and what have you. And, I mean, she was okay, but, you know, you was used to the old Tom Berdoff doing it, so, I mean, you just had to get used to Tyra, so she was okay. America's Next Top Model is her thing.
It's her thing.
Yeah.
She probably going to come back with some more of those, because that made her a lot of money. That did her good.
Yes, they put her on the map again.
Yeah, and that made a lot of people stars, too. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, why don't y'all hit us up with them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKEY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, last week we spoke to Good Morning America's Robin Roberts, and we got a replay for you. Check this out.
You're just saying it because it's true. You're just saying it because it's true. I'm sorry.
We are so excited to have you on, and thank you so much for joining us. Now, it's hard to believe that it has been 10 years since we all watched and prayed with you doing your bout with cancer, and last month you were able to celebrate that huge milestone a decade later. What a moment. So what does this mean to you?
I mean, God is good all the time.
Come on now.
No, seriously, I am telling you. When I look back on the 10 years, and I just want to be a walking, breathing symbol of this too shall pass to folks. You know, that I am just so eternally grateful, and I was really blessed to be able to showcase the advancements in the last 10 years in cancer research and getting people registered on the bone marrow registry and things like that.
We love that. And it's not just about your healing, but you helping to heal others. You've done such amazing work with the Be the Match campaign. Tell people who may not know how important bone marrow is and how people can save lives.
Especially in our community, all right?
Yes.
Okay, we need to diversify the registry. Oh my goodness, I have 3 wonderful siblings. Only one was a match. And I was lucky. 70% of the time, you got to go to the registry. Only 3 out of 10 times is somebody in your own family a match. And when we went to the registry, before we knew my sister was going to be a match, and the doctor was looking and didn't find one, and Mama said, because we got a lot of cream in our coffee, we got a little this, we got a little that, and it's so important that people from all backgrounds, especially from diverse backgrounds, register to just think about that. One match can give somebody a second chance, like my sister gave me a second chance at life.
Well, as we continue to celebrate Women's History Month, congratulations on Season 2, your Emmy Award-winning show, Turning the Tables with Robin Roberts. I mean, you sit down with so many phenomenal women this go around, from Dionne Warwick, Yaya DaCosta, Kelly Osbourne, Kyla Pratt, Lonnie Love, Marseille Martin, Rita Wilson, Cheryl Lee Ralph, and more. How do you choose the ladies for this season?
Oh, my gosh, they choose me. I mean, I just really I mean that in all sincerity. I have been doing this for a long time, and I'm glad that I have a reputation with people that I talk to that I'm going to give you a safe place. It's a no-judgment zone. I'm going to give you a platform to be able to share what it is that you feel is in your heart and you want to get out there.
And I had a chance to watch the screener, and I cannot wait to see the rest, but you all hit so many deep topics. So what do you think was one of the most impactful stories that you heard this season?
Grace. We need to hear more about Grace. It was such an intimate conversation. Lonnie Love. We know she's hilarious. You know this too, Ricky. You know how funny she is. But she is so deep. And hearing her, we had a woman, Chrissy Metz, who a lot of people know from This Is Us. And she has been struggling with her self-worth. And to hear how Lonnie, during our conversation with each other, how she was helping Chrissy. It was just so amazing to see the healing that these women wanted to provide, not just for the person who's going to be viewing, the viewer, but they were doing it for each other.
So, Robin, congratulations on your recent engagement. Are you excited about it? Are you ready to walk out?
Yes.
Okay, let me get up off the floor. I know when I still hear someone say that, I get the hives. I mean, I'm very happy. Sweet Amber and I, we've been together almost 18 years. We're very, very happy.
Wow.
But I don't know what it is. Why did I get my palms start sweating when even though I've been with this person for 18 years, thinking about a ring. I'm joking with y'all. I am just so grateful to have found somebody who the trials and tribulations, the joys that we've shared, the sorrow we've helped each other through, our health crises, the loss of a parent, and I am just ready for this next chapter.
Robin, thank you so much. We absolutely love you. You can always come back anytime because we love your energy. Please come back on the show. Don't be a stranger.
Oh, again, and thank y'all. Thank you. You keep it real. You really do. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you so much. And I'll come back anytime.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the legendary Robin Roberts.
Y'all are too good. Thank you.
Love you.
I'm the fastest reader in the world. I read a 1,679 pages book within 2 seconds.
Yes. Go on. What is it?
It was fast, so you didn't know.
What just happened now? What? What did you learn from the book that you just read?
Brother,
You said what?
the first one is pretty good.
I will chew your meat. Are you crazy? Think I have to talk with you.
I just read. I can read fast.
You don't understand what you are reading. Then what's the point? Anybody can do what you just did.
Boy.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, quite contrary, trim your mustache. It's so damn hairy.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Tokyo Toni, y'all, the beautiful mother of Blac Chyna, y'all, is lashing out, y'all, at people praising Blac Chyna's breast and butt reduction, y'all. Now, recently, y'all, Blac Chyna has been on something of a healing journey. Now, she's mostly working on to recover emotionally, physically, and spiritually from the past traumas, y'all, that she endured. Now, her latest venture back to herself found that the mother of two undergoing, y'all, some pretty serious surgeries. Now, among them were a breast reduction and removing silicone injections from her butt. Now, besides updating her body to match how she feels on the inside, they're saying, y'all, that Blac Chyna also had her face fillers dissolved last week. Well, the entire process, y'all, has been documented for Instagram, giving the world more insight, y'all, into celebrity cosmetic procedures. Now, she obviously, y'all, you know, they say this girl, honey, feels more confident than ever in her natural skin. But however, they're saying everybody, y'all, is not pleased, honey, with the former OnlyFans creator new look. And that's her mama, honey, Miss Tokyo Toni. They say Tokyo Toni didn't hold back, honey, when sharing her thoughts on social media. Now, during the Instagram live session, they're saying, y'all, that the controversial figure poked fun at fans who've been praising Chyna's decision, honey, to alter her appearance. She said, Blac Chyna, this is so sweet that you're taking your shots out of your face, honey. She equipped to the, you know, about Blac Chyna and what have you. And she said, girl, whatever, honey, really? She said, oh, so we so proud of her to do that, huh? Then Tokyo Toni went on mimicking some of y'all the discourse that she's seen about her daughters online. Now, she said, y'all some clowns, honey, she told the viewers, making her stance on the situation.
No, not no clowns.
Yes, baby, that's what she said, honey. She said this isn't the first time that the 51-year-old has spoken ill of Chyna on her own accounts. Recently, just last month, she insisted, y'all, that the black-haired beauty is a part of the Illuminati, y'all. The Illuminati, whatever you pronounce it.
Illuminati.
The Illuminati, baby.
Illuminati.
She said that's what, yeah, them. She said that's what Blac Chyna is a part of, honey. And she said, honey, she also went as far to call Blac Chyna a demon. Man. This her daughter.
Yeah, she might be having some mental, well, I don't want to say that. She might just be having some issues. She might need to get some therapy or something, because she been, you know, going off lately.
Yeah, Lord, honey. And I'm sure Blac Chyna helped take care of her at one point, honey, gave her money and did things for her and stuff, but, honey, she's saying all kind of crazy things about this girl. And, you know, she said, you know, I mean, Blac Chyna is trying to find herself. She want to get back to the natural. And a lot of people say it may change a lot of women and men mind, too, by doing it, you know.
I like it. I love it. She seems so at peace.
Yeah.
Like, she seems very genuine and like it's a good thing for her life. Like, I've watched the videos and her talking about it and documenting her experience. It's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of women admired it. I was looking at the comments, like, they're cheering her on. So it's odd that she would get so much negative energy from her mama.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep Blac Chyna lifted up in prayer. Maybe the Kardashians may follow suit as well. They said that the Kardashians have been, they said they've been toning down their butts and stuff as well because, you know, Kim, them, you know, they all allegedly did the same thing. So
everybody taking them butts back up to where they got them from and asking for a refund.
Yes. Yes,
and then
Lord,
they just try to measure how long they've been sat on and how much they've been sat on. But everybody getting their real butts back or whatever. Get back to the basic.
Yep.
Pinto beans, neck bones, and cornbread and greens.
Ricky.
Get back to the basics to get your butt right. You don't need no fake one.
All right, well, honey, we're going to see how this all work out, honey. You know, see how the girl start walking around Atlanta looking now. All right, moving on, honey. Another celebrity news, y'all. Jamie Foxx. I remember I reported the other day that Jamie Foxx had a meltdown on the set of his the new movie that he was filming with Miss Cameron Diaz. But now it's being reported, y'all, that a crew member, y'all, has been fired after trying to scam Jamie out of $30,000. Now, according to The Sun, they're saying Cameron Diaz's troubled big budget comeback film has been stalled over a plot to steal $33,000 $30,000 from the co-star Jamie Foxx in an elaborate scam. Now, they're saying production of Back in Action was halted, y'all, for an investigation which led to one staffer being sacked. Now, they're saying one staffer has been sacked, and there are investigations after someone tried to get access to $33,000 in cash from Jamie Foxx. Now, they're saying it sounds as though they tried to offer up a Rolex watch as part of the deal, but now there's an investigation into everything going on. They say people will be glad, y'all, when this thing is over and it finally wraps, y'all. A watch? So I'm trying to understand. So they were trying to get a watch from Jamie Foxx, trying to give him a watch? I mean, what was the shakedown? I mean, $33,000. I don't understand that. And that, I don't know. It's just crazy though. But whatever the situation is, they're saying, y'all, that, they can't wait till this all over. And a lot of people, saying they want Jamie to get back to work again. Cameron Diaz, because this was her comeback. Because they're saying that she hadn't did a movie in like 9 or 10 years. So kudos out to her, honey, and, this situation. All right, my quick for free story. I don't know if we talked about this or not, y'all, but everybody's talking about Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne, honey. They're saying that $80,000 necklace that Tiger bought her. Some people say he needs to give Black China some of that damn money for that child that they got together. Since she said she's not getting child support, but he buying women $80,000 necklaces and stuff, trying to floss and stuff with it. But that's neither here nor there.
Wow, Gary.
Well, I mean, he should get that girl her money.
But you do know you can fake a necklace. He could tell somebody he paid $80,000 for it, and,
What was that football player that said he shopped at Claire's?
Oh, yeah.
Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So
get my jewelry from the same place. I'm not finna sit up here and be paying all that kind of money for no damn jewelry.
Do you,
I wear
Ricky?
a fake.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't own a real chain at all. I ain't gonna lie about that. One thing I don't do is flex. I'll wear the chain because it look nice with whatever the shirt or whatever, but I'm not finna go and pay that kind of money for no chain. Now I'm gonna ask Offset, my nephew, if he'll give me one that he not wearing no more. I'll rock it, but I just can't do that. I'm scared. I don't know. I'll rock it on stage and give it right back to him. I don't need to own that like that. Unless Brad give me one of her Brat Tat necklaces she don't wear no more. I'll take that. Now I'll keep that forever because that's to my heart. It'd be a blessing. After everything I went through, the Brad give me one of her chains.
Oh, you can talk to Special K.
Oh, no, mine the same one. We get our necklace from the same jeweler.
That mom jewelry, middle of the mall, baby.
Kiosk, baby. I will wear a herringbone. Them herringbone chains. Now I buy those. They be real.
Nothing over 300.
They 300. They get twisted up though.
Ooh, a herringbone.
They still make those.
Yes, sir. With them nugget rings.
Wow.
The Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite.
We don't. Hold on, Gary. Don't insult us. We don't do gold cluster and gold nugget. Nothing. That's the old men, the granddaddies, the mighty clowns of joy.
Exactly.
The blind boys from out. We don't do that.
On the pinky finger.
See, that's why I was over, honey, doing the color. When he said
give us the color, Gary.
No nugget ring. The color today, y'all, is cameo. On the hand, you say cameo, and on the low, you say beautiful green. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake up call. Give me 8669 Ricky. Here we go.
Here we go. Wake up. Wake it up. It's time to get yourself together. Get together. They woke you up this morning. Slid you in your house shoes. Go and be better. Wake up. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know what you calling for? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
Good morning. My name is Bisha from D-Land. I would like to wake up my son, Tyler. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. My name is Forrest Cup from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm the owner of Cannonball Run Transportation and Cannonball Small Step Daycare. Wake up, all y'all children. Get on the bus and ride.
I want to give a special wake-up call to my daughter, Serenity, and my son, Jaden, and my son, Jamar. So wake up, wake up.
Good morning, Chastity Acre. It's time to get up, get up, get up. Love you, Mom.
Good morning. I'm calling from Tyler, Texas. My name is Gretchen. It's my first time being able to do this. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. I want my sister-in-law, Mary, both of my twin nieces, Jada and Jayla, to have a wonderful day, and you all too. Thank you.
Wake up in Birmingham. Wake up. Oklahoma. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. St. Louisville. Wake up. New Orleans. Wake up. Hey, Memphis. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
All right, it's 7 being brought to you by It's time for Take It Tuesday. Everybody out there that has a cell phone, computers, all that stuff, you know you got to stick with the young folks, man, because the young folks, man, they always keep you up to date on electronics and the new technology that's coming out. And we getting a little bit older, and we need to know all of this stuff. And we not ashamed to ask for help. That's why we got Beyonce Ella, which is in the studio this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so I know, Ricky, you have really embraced TikTok and really kind of caught on better than a lot of us in regards to making videos. And we all love our TikToks, watching our videos and whatnot. And I know in the news you keep seeing what's wrong with TikTok. Why are they trying to take TikTok away? Well, that's because, the Chinese government, they don't have as many security they don't have the security that we do, and they're using users' information, and the FBI, the Senate, they're all concerned about this. So this Thursday, 2 days from now, they're going to have a meeting, and they're trying to force TikTok to sell to another owner who's based out of the United States. Now, other issues that people are worried about TikTok is addiction in kids.
Yep.
So all of my parents, I don't let my kids use TikTok because I just see how immersed they get. And that's one of the problems that doctors and everyone are saying, is that it's an endless stream of material. And proof came from this because the CEO of TikTok was being interviewed, and this has now gone viral. Over 20 million people have viewed this clip this past week with TikTok CEO Shou Zi Chu. And here's what he had to say if he let his kids use TikTok or not.
So you have 2 kids?
I do.
Do they use TikTok?
They're too young for that.
So at what ages are they?
8 and 6.
Okay.
Here in the U.S., if you're below 13, you get a very restricted version of TikTok. And in many other countries around the world, we don't allow users who are below 13.
So, right. Whoa. Rock, did you let your girls use TikTok?
Absolutely not. I mean, now they do because they're older, but now they,
right.
Yeah, and my son's 13 right now, and I just let him start.
And you have to parent it. You have to monitor it. So, and that was another concern. Like they don't monitor. They let the U.S. get like this unfiltered version. And then in China, it's very strict on hey, you can use this for educational purposes, this, that, and the third. But anyway, that's what's going on with TikTok. We'll find out more this Thursday and get you updated next Tuesday. Now, something else you're hearing a lot about is ChatGPT. So, right now you're in this information technology thing. You're like, this is a lot of information. I'm hearing about AI, generation AI, large language AI. What does it mean? So basically, companies like Google and OpenAI have created services to where robots, AI, artificial intelligence, can reply like they're humans. So ChatGPT can actually make up articles for you, make social media posts. They can write columns, journals, everything like this. And people are kind of concerned about this because they're like, well, what if this is not used to good social benefit? And there was an article that was posted where they actually did, ChatGPT did an article on why guns are safe for kids. And the AI actually made it seem like guns were safe. You could totally use it. And the reason why this is important to watch out for, because it's going to be giving out misinformation as the elections and everything else come out. So when you hear about ChatGPT, there are really, really goods. So can they help with nursing and everything like that? But then there are also some bad. So again, you have to be informed. You have to make sure you monitor this stuff, monitor what your kids are using. And, it's a really serious thing. I mean, there's really goods and there's really bads. And things you can check out for the hotel industry. Watch out. Biometric payment systems. So when you go to your hotel, right. So when you hear biometric, right, you're like, okay, that's something with the body. So now several companies internationally are using your fingerprint, are using your retinal, which is your eye, as scanners for you to be able to make payments. Even companies like Amazon. So now you're just, instead of using your phone, you're going to be able to use your finger. You'll be able to walk out and just look at something. It'll scan your eye and pay for your items immediately. If this is something that you choose for.
Brett, that's mark of the beast.
Revelation. So.
I know.
We going to hell, Brett.
She's right here. She's shaking her head no. But yeah, so I mean, again, is it safer if they use your eyes, or is it safer that you use your phone? I don't know, but it's kind of it's some very serious stuff. Some can be very beneficial, and then some things you might want to watch out for and use for. But definitely, biometric payment systems are on the way. and they're not going to be putting a chip in your fingertips like some people say. It's just going to be your actual fingerprint to scan it. So lots of information. I know it's got real deep today. Gary, you have a question. What's going on?
This is just my mind. I'm just thinking. So that'll be an easy way then to pay for prostitution. You just look at the person and your eye scan sex. What?
I mean, in theory, if the prostitute has an eye scanner, then yeah. I guess you could, Gary.
No.
Just go on and wrap it up right there.
Anyway,
It's cool.
right. You can hit me up at Beyonce ATL on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, and I will get you all the information you need. But thank you so much. That is your Techie Tuesday upload for this Tuesday.
Black Tony.
Yo, I'm sorry, son. I'm just getting I had text you earlier. You got my text?
Oh, no, I've been doing the morning show working. I don't have time to read your text every morning.
I had text you. I had sent you a text, and I had sent a text to the, that I got an appointment. The radio station booked me for an appointment event today. I got to do this morning, so I'm not gonna be there with y'all because I got big things
The radio
going on
station
right
didn't
now.
book you for what?
They did book me for something. Miss Catherine Hughley. She called me last night and told me that she needed me to do something really.
Kathy Hughes.
Yup. She told. That's what
Miss H ain't called you.
She sent me a text and she said, "Black Tony, please call me." And I called her and she said, "We need you to go to the middle school tomorrow and speak to the children because it's career day." And so they want me to come. They want me to come. Shout it. I put together. I'm gonna go. I'm putting on a suit. Me and Pancake Winner got me a suit yesterday from DNK, and I'm gonna go and speak on to the children about.
And talk to us what you're gonna talk to the kids about.
I'm talking to them about being a media. They say I'm a multimedia professional, and I'm gonna talk to them about believing in yourself and staying with your dream, and believing.
And
that
what's some of the things that you're gonna talk to the kids about to help them get to?
Being a professional communicator, and being a professional media person, and being a professional radio person, and how you just really got to be dedicated, and just you got to understand not only your job but everybody's job around you, and you got to really be not only a good worker but a good coworker. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Right.
So yeah, and I listen to some of my real little TED talk she be doing, and
and what about? Are you gonna talk to them about the off days? And
I'm gonna talk to them about how to go in and how to, because the number one thing you got to tell black children is you got to believe in yourself and you got to be the best at whatever it is that you're gonna do. You got to go in there with the mentality that you're gonna be the best, absolutely, that ever did it. And as long as you do your best, you're gonna be rewarded.
And when you gonna start practicing that?
I'm practicing it right now. I'm the best. How long has it been since I've been to work?
You the best at calling in sick. Wait, what did he say?
Exactly. How long it been since I've been to work?
It's been a minute.
Yup. But I still got a job, so I guess I'm the best.
That's a good point, Tony.
That's right.
That's a good point.
I ain't got fired yet, so I guess I'm doing something great. Ain't nobody lied better than me.
Message.
I done lied consistently for 672 days straight.
Man, bye, man. No, John, that ain't funny, John.
So I guess I'm the best.
John, that ain't funny, John.
He does have a point, Joe. He does have a point.
Please keep my name about your mouth. Please keep my name about your mouth. And mind your business.
Yeah.
Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Sing choir. Please keep my name. Haters, backbiters, sellers. Let me love you, Jesus. Let me love you, Jesus. Please keep my name about. Somebody needs to know. Somebody needs to know. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business, yeah. Mind your business. business. Mind your business. Mind your business. I'm gonna mind my business. Mind your business. I'm gonna mind my business. Mind your business. And stay out of mind. Mind your business. Stay out of mind. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, it's about that time. 5 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Ricky, you familiar with the Isley brothers? Anybody familiar with that? Well, baby, it's being reported, y'all, that, honey, Rudolph Isley, honey, was hearing footsteps in the dark, honey. They're saying that Rudolph Isley is suing his brother, Ronald Isley, over the Isley Brothers trademark. Now, according to TMZ, they're saying that Rudolph Isley, honey, is accusing his younger brother, Ronald Isley, of getting behind his back, or going behind his back, y'all, and possibly cutting him out of a ton of money, millions of dollars. Now, according to a new lawsuit, they're saying that Rudolph is suing Ronald over the rights to the Isley Brothers trademark. He says that Ronald applied and got approval for the trademark in his own name and is taking all the profits. Now, Rudolph said that he and Ronald are supposed to split all profits from the band 50-50, claiming that they have each had 50% ownership in the band since their brother O'Kelly died back in 1986. But they're saying Rudolph claimed, honey, Ronald recently went rogue. Now, in the document, they're saying Rudolph claimed that Ronald applied for and was granted the exclusive rights to the Isley Brothers, quote, for use, honey, on visual recording and audio-visual recording featuring music and animation back in August. But they're saying Rudolph said Ronald needs his approval to cut such a deal. Now, Rudolph said Ronald applied to put the trademark in his name in November 2021, but Rudolph claims they previously split all the profits for some big transactions, including a multi-million-dollar publishing deal, and now he wants to judge y'all the audit and accounting to see, y'all, honey, just how much money Ronald's been raking in since the change. Isn't that awful?
Wow.
I just saw the Isley Brothers the other day. And
was Rudolph there? Was Rudolph singing on stage?
Yeah, he was singing, honey, and Ronald was playing the guitar, if I'm not mistaken. But now,
wait a minute. Now, Ronald Isley is the lead singer. Ronald Isley don't play the guitar. That's the other dude.
Oh, that's Rudolph then. That's the brother.
Well, I didn't know he was an Isley.
Yeah, that's his brother. They were brothers. The Isley Brothers was brothers. It was three of them. Yep, and oh my God, it's so sad now, honey. So, and I think they're on tour still, so I wonder how that's going to play out. But, you know, oh my God, you wouldn't think brothers would steal from one another, honey.
But do you believe that Frankie Beverly is related to the Mays family?
What Mays family? Yeah, really? Ricky, whatever. Yeah.
No, but go back to the, yeah.
But anyway, child, so let's just continue to lift those parties lifted in prayer, honey, because we need it.
Keep going. You good.
Okay, confusing me. The other
That's
family.
okay. Don't mind Ricky.
Anyway, moving on, damn it. Hell, you didn't mess me up. Another celebrity news, y'all, honey. Candy and Tamar, y'all, honey, they're clashing over Todd Bombshell. Now, honey, recently, y'all, Tamar Braxton confirmed, y'all, that she was talking about Candy Burris and Todd Tucker in a cryptic post about, honey, being threatened, honey, by a Real Housewives of Atlanta couple. Now, Tamar gives more details, and Candy calls Tamar a lie. And here's what Miss Tamar said.
What I'm not going to stand for is people saying, what did I do for a man to ever step to me? Period. Why are you shaking your head?
Nothing. You ain't for no man to step to you. That was a coward move. It shouldn't have happened. And I addressed it with him, and I spoke to him about it, and he immediately apologized. But an apology after the fact is
especially when I'm there defenseless.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, what happened?
I hate this.
Yeah, and I still don't know what happened. I mean, we had them both on Dish Nation, and I mean, I still don't know exactly what happened, but I mean.
Was they getting along that day on Dish Nation?
Well, they were separate. They came separate. They came a day after one another and stuff. So, but it's a, I don't know what it is. So, but we're gonna pray on all parties, honey. You know, everything get well with them, honey, and whatever the situation may be, honey. But I don't know. Maybe we're gonna have them on the show and see, honey, and see.
Not at the same time.
So, but anyway,
I mean, that'll be good to have them on there, let them talk it out.
They
do
won't
a
do
whole.
it. They're not gonna do that.
So we'll see, though, honey. And then my quick for free story, y'all. Matthew Lawrence, y'all, he's apologizing again. Y'all know Matthew Lawrence, he's Chili's new boyfriend. Well, he's apologizing, y'all, for treating Chili, y'all, like an unwed baby mama. Now, they're saying Matthew Lawrence apologized for saying that he wanted kids with his unwed girlfriend, TLC singer Miss Chili, honey. But they're saying Matthew's eager to have children following his 2022 divorce from his wife of 3 years, Miss Cheryl Burke from Dancing with the Stars. Now, they're saying Chili privately told friends that she was insulted, honey, which resulted in Matthew apologizing profusely to her. Now, they're saying that Chili's an old school person, which we all know, and she wants a man, y'all, to marry her before fathering children with her. And they're saying younger guys don't realize how it's important, y'all, to put a ring on an older woman first. So Matthew clarified in an interview, y'all, with E! News that he didn't mean to put any pressure on the single or treat her like an unwed baby mama, honey. So, so congratulations that he's apologizing. He's doing it publicly, and Chili let him know, honey, that wait a minute, honey, it ain't gonna be no chilling here, honey, until I put a ring on it. So, honey, she's definitely a true old school girl, y'all. All right, honey, the clue today, huh?
Before you get a clue, can I make an apology?
Yes.
Turn the music off. I'm one of those type of people. I like to accept responsibility for my actions. In special case, I owe you an apology.
Okay.
And I mean, because we've been working together for how many years?
Almost like 28.
Yeah. Well, probably 30. I want to apologize to you. Your mom texted me and told me that she was praying for me and my family, and I tried to send back 2 hearts and made a mistake and sent back 2 eggplant emojis.
But she likes eggplant.
No, I'm just saying, she been, like, my phone been ringing all night. So I just want to apologize. If I said anything offensive.
That's probably her calling you right now.
Oh.
Hold on.
Man, just go on and answer it, please. Don't have her just calling.
He said Special K Mama.
Yeah, just please answer it.
His mama?
Like, I told her I was on the air.
She's not going to leave a voicemail. Just answer it. Never mind. I'll call her and tell her. I'll text her and tell her don't. We'll deal with it later. Can we deal with this off the air, please?
Did you already give the color? Did you already give the color of the day? Yeah. Do we need to hear it again?
The color of the day is cameo. On the high end, you say cameo, and on the low end, just say Duke Green.
Okay. Duke Green.
Yeah, please answer the phone.
Okay. Awesome.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
They say that men are from Mars and women are from Venus, basically saying that we don't really understand each other. And that's what I'm hearing. Now, according to the author of the book, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and men will give and give until they are pleased with what they have done. But this can be with emotions, money, effort, work, or physical objects. So, however, women will typically give with the hope that the man will return in the gesture. So this is, this is where a lot of the disconnect can happen. So today, what is something you wish the opposite sex really knew about you? Call us at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY.
So, Ricky, here are a few examples of what men and women need to understand about each other in relationships. For the women, men need to understand that conflict lingers. When a woman has a disagreement, it lingers in her mind for 2 to 3 days.
What?
Some men may say 2 to 3 months, but there's some debate there.
Years.
The number 2 thing is don't fix things. Women often just want you to listen, empathize, and say you understand. And number 3, women connect through talk. Women connect and feel close to others by talking and sharing personal information. So I don't know if the fellas can agree with any of those or.
I mean, I'm always open to learn. I don't know everything. I mean, if that's what it is, then I need to try to. Is that? Do you really feel that way, Maria? Like about everything you just read? Is that how you?
I definitely agree with the conflict lingers, and I admit that for me it lingers more than 2 or 3 days.
Even if y'all talk about it and work it out.
Well,
and try
sometimes
to meet each other like halfway and come to some type of resolution, it still lingers.
I think that when it's not fully resolved on my end, so sometimes I'll say, okay, well, that's cool, just to to have some peace in the moment.
Yeah, you can't do
or so
But you
I mean,
gotta
it
let it go
depends on what
eventually,
the
though, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
but it
we
lingers for me more than 2 or 3 days. Sometimes it's stuff that I felt like wasn't resolved. It may have been like weeks or months old. You know.
Yeah, I can't stand the lingering part, and this goes back to don't try to fix things. I do my best to listen as much as I can, but I also like to go into solution mode. Like, okay, we've talked it out.
Right.
We've talked it out. Now, what's the solution? How are we going to resolve this? Because if we don't resolve it, then that's when the lingering starts happening.
Yeah. Y'all know that line from Lauryn Hill's song? She said, I get mad when you walk away, so I tell you leave when I mean stay.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that it is confusing.
Right, that is confusing.
So when
It
it
is
comes to
confusing.
conflict, so when it comes to resolving the conflict, I think where I get in trouble at, I be like, okay, so what you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
So what you want me to do? And she say, oh, so you just want me to shut up? No, I just want you to tell me what you want me to do.
No,
Like,
no,
you said
no,
everything
no,
you
but
want
that's
to
not-
do.
that's
So
not-
what do you want me to do?
Yeah, but
she
that's
shouldn't
not
have
fair.
to tell you what to do, though.
Okay.
She probably
wants you to know
she
what to
wants you
do.
know what
That's
to
why I
do.
get in trouble at, because that's my way of resolving.
Okay, but
to
you
say,
can't do
okay,
that.
so what you want me to do?
Okay, you can't do that though.
I done found that out.
You can't do that.
After what, 25 years
trying
of
to get
marriage?
help. I'm trying to get help.
No. If she tell you that, you got to say, okay, that will never happen again. I apologize for that. I take responsibility for that. I own it. That will never happen again. And one thing we got to all relationship you got to stop this gaslighting stuff. That's the worst. That is the absolute most disgusting thing. If you want to end a relationship, be a gaslighter just to try to win an argument. Because if I do something to you, you tell me that hey, this is what you did and this is how it affected me. My job is to apologize and make it right, and that is it. That is the end of it. Not bring up something that happened 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Just to try to win it. That's disgusting. People that do that are toxic, and they're manipulative, and they're narcissists, and they're disgusting.
Yeah.
That do stuff like that. That's
Because
bad.
why are you holding on to it? If we talked about it and I did something wrong, we can't move forward if you ain't let it go.
Message.
Right. Don't bring it up and try to weaponize it to win a point.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think
stuff
for
like
me,
that.
it's being honest about being resolved in the moment. So I think it varies from person to person, but I do want to look at the flip side in terms of what men need women to understand. And, let me know if y'all agree with any of these. Men need affirmation from their partners. Track what they do, not what they say. And the third thing is talking too much can be a problem. Men don't like to be criticized.
I think that's an ego thing when it comes to the criticism. Like, I've learned to accept criticism because listen, I'm not perfect. Tell me if I was wrong about something, but don't just.
But it's how you do it.
It's how you do
it.
it.
You're not my mother.
Absolutely.
And don't talk to me with no condescending tone.
That's the thing.
Because if you like I'm an alpha male, right? So if you want me to gain my respect, babe, when we was at the party last night, and I just want to share with you what you did, how it affected me. Man, that would make me feel so bad. And I would go out of my way to send flowers, edible arrangements, do everything I can to fix it. If you sit me down and look me in the eye and it come from a spirit with sincere love and say it in the spirit of love and you being genuine. But man, when you get to talking to me like a third grade teacher, and
that go both ways too, Ricky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Women don't want to be criticized either. Don't degrade me and talk down to me now.
Never.
It's a way you say things. It's just the way you present it.
Absolutely.
You know what was really Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ricky.
No, go on.
No, I was gonna say what was really eye-opening for me when I, finally settled down and got married is I just really had to look at myself like, do I feel like I would be in love with me? Like, do I love me? Like, am I lovable? Like, would I want to be with me in a relationship? And so when I started just really looking at things that I needed to grow in as an individual, not just to come together with a partner, but, I think it varies from person to person. That's why different folks get with different personalities.
I'm gonna help a lot of ladies out on this. Make your point and don't turn it into a long lecture now. Because once you made your point as a man, we have a very short attention span, and we just get to the meat of what we did, so we can be clear and understand, so we can correct it. But the lingering on that long conversation,
that long monologue,
save that for the therapist, because
But see, you can't do that. Now, you can't do that because if she really wants to explain to you how you made her feel and what you could probably maybe do to help it if she gives you a suggestion, you can't make that too long and drawn out like you tired of listening. You have to be willing to listen as well, whether it's long or short. As long as she delivers it right. As long as she delivers it.
Because, folks got a short attention.
You have
but
to
if your
be
man
patient.
got ADHD,
we gonna have to take his Adderall. Damn it!
Ain't nobody finna sit there for
and now
28
he ready to go
minutes.
cut the damn
You
grass.
can't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
you can't say
judge.
what you don't want to do.
don't know how long it takes somebody to explain
When you
themselves.
did what the hell you did to make her get to that point, honey, you need to listen to how I'm explaining how
It might take her 3 hours.
Nobody want to hear a monologue
But don't
for 25
do that.
minutes.
See, that's
It
not
starts
fair.
sounding like
And I
Charlie
think that's where
Brown's
the lingering
T-shirt.
happens.
Wah, 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 wah.
Well, that's y'all.
Well, you have to sit and take it.
That's damn right.
Well, let's go to the damn phone since y'all can't ever come to a damn agreement on anything. 8669 Ricky, good morning.
What I think the opposite sex needs to know about some women is that if they're just honest and tell the truth, you could get a lot further along.
Some days I just want to be alone.
I wish they understood the mental toll they have on us when they lie and when they cheat.
We don't want to go back. A lot of women like to linger and they keep you right just where where they're at, but we want to go forward. The women just want to stay back.
I wish they knew that we really don't want commitment. What we really want to do is do the same thing they do, just hoe around. But when we hoe around, we call hoes. But actually, we really don't want commitment because all they're going to do is lie and cheat anyway. So if we're going to lie and cheat, let's just be single. And let us go ahead and continue on doing what we do anyway.
That it's harder for men to date versus women. I think women, it's easier for women to date than it is for men. They take us through more changes. Men, and I just think that's what it is.
A lot. Women talk a lot. They always saying that we be nagging, but we just be trying to get our point across.
That my peace is worth more than any toxic stuff she can bring.
We got to work through that. We got to figure out. We got to find a good way to communicate so that the men understand. And there's a lot of men that do a whole lot of damn talking and lecturing too.
That's true, Ricky.
Them damn simps be in their feelings all the time. Just go ahead and take your L. Say, hey, babe, it made me feel this way or whatever. But you ain't got to lecture her either. You know what I'm saying? So, get to the point, figure out what you're going to say, get your words together, and just make sure that it's clear and make sure that the receiving end say, hey, I got it. I understand you. I respect that. I apologize. So,
but you can't live in the past either. People gotta like last Wednesday. Then don't be talking about it on Monday. That was in the past.
Really?
Stuff like that.
Awful example, Special K.
We need to be looking forward.
Yeah, well, you should
it's
say
been
some
9 days ago.
Because my thing is this: y'all talking about the lingering on stuff. I'm not going to be satisfied until I'm satisfied. If you
okay, Gary, but your problem is, what your problem is, you never let nothing go. Nothing.
You're damn right until I'm ready to let it go. So just because
okay, how long was that, Gary? How long somebody got to suffer?
Because every time I look at your ass, Don then got a flashback, and now I'm thinking about it again. So no.
Hey, your feelings are valid,
That's
Gary.
Right. The hell
not for no 3 years. We got Jeff Johnson coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Good morning, everybody. Good to be with y'all. Man, listen, I want to get in on this conversation that you all were having about what the opposite sex wants the other sex or whatever, who you're in relationship to understand. I mean, I think it's interesting, right? And we hear this thing called toxic relationship all the time. And Rick, I think toxic relationships exist at the personal level, at the communal level, even at the nation level. And some of the indicators of a toxic relationship are lack of support, envy, controlling, lying, stress, feeling like you're walking on eggshells. But one of the things that I think I see more often is something that I heard y'all starting to talk about, which is really toxic communication. Right. And whether it's a guy that's like, don't lecture me, or whether it's a woman that's just like, be totally honest with me, there's a whole lot in that, right? And toxic communication is normally driven by fear, the fear of loss, the fear of somebody seeing us be imperfect, the fear of not being worthy. And so what ends up happening is we project versus share, and we talk to be right versus to understand.
That's right,
and
Jeff.
So even when I heard y'all talk about, I don't want no lecture. Well, sometimes the lecture, brother, helps you understand her. And if you love her, then you want to understand who she is.
Right.
Equally, I know I've had a problem with not being honest. And a lot of times I've not been honest, not because I wanted to hide something, but because I didn't want to hear something. Right. I didn't want to feel judged. I didn't want you attacking what I said, and I ended up not being honest. And so there's so much of this that we take on, and it ends up, even with people you love, being in relationships where you don't know how to talk to each other because it's rooted in fear versus love. And love is connected to safety, and safety is connected to feeling like I can say whatever I need to say, and I'm still safe. And listen, it's a whole lot of men that are gangsters, like straight up will go out and kill somebody, but afraid to talk to their woman because they don't want to hear her attack. And so it's a lot. And we see that translated at the community level, too, when we go to war with people who live on our block, when that's not really who the enemy is. And one of the best, and one of the things I think is interesting, right? There are times where we love people and we just both bring some toxic stuff to the relationship, but there's sometimes when the relationship is rooted in not only love, but not liking us. And so our relationship with America is toxic because America doesn't like us, let alone love us. And I loved the My Petition by Jill Scott. She said, "You say you mean good for me, but you don't do it. You say you have a plan, but you just don't go through with it. You say you know the way to go and I should follow, but all of your empty promises leave me hollow." And people thought she was talking about some dude. She's talking about America and our disappointment with what America has and has not done for us. The best way to deal with toxic relationships is, one, take on a secure attachment style if you can, so that you can set the boundaries of what you know is best for you, and then you don't have to be in a toxic dance with anybody. They can dance that by themselves without you. So that's it's an opportunity, Rick. But I mean, you felt me when you said that we communicate to be right and not to be understood.
Absolutely. That's so important. Listening to understand as opposed to listening to try to figure out how you finna respond. But listening to understand. That's why when my mother made correction, I noticed with my mom with the grandkids and the way she did us, the last thing she always said, "Do you understand?" Mm-hmm. And making sure that whatever she's saying, that she's clear. And sometimes you better listen to her because she's going to ask you to go back.
Well, and sometimes, Rick, I ask him when I'm in a conversation, is there something you want me to understand that you don't think I do? Right. Because sometimes somebody can go on a tangent and you still don't get it. And I'm like, well, here's what I hear you saying. Is there something that you want me to understand that I'm not getting? And listen, brother, I don't know about you, but I've learned more about this through failure than I have through success. And so it's something that all of us have the ability to work on, especially with the people we love. We deserve it and they deserve it. So y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation. Let me know what you think about communicating, some of the best ways that you found to communicate. Love y'all, man. Have a good Tuesday.
We love you too.
On Thursday.
We love you too, Jeff. We appreciate it. We hope you really listen to that. Really hope that you listen to that.
Yeah, I'm definitely listening to
the way your mind is set up is terrible.
Because I'm trying to break it down. Listen to understand. What was that, Jeff? Again? Listen to understand.
Listen to understand.
Listen to understand.
Instead of trying to win a damn argument and listening to respond and go tit for tat, listen to understand, Gary.
Do you I've had some better nights being wrong and understood than being right and pissed off.
Message. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?
Where happy came in there? Cut his mic off.
Gary.
What?
If loving the Lord is wrong, I don't want to be right. You understand? Does that make any sense?
My Lord, yes.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff.
I would say you, but it is wrong to love you, so I do want to be right.
Oh, Lord.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
All right, y'all, it's time for another episode of Fix It Jesus with Twan the Don. Twan 360. What up, Twan?
Ricky, good morning. We all love a good jingle, don't we? Well, in today's Fix It Jesus, Rebecca Jones, one of our 102.9 classic listeners over in Atlanta, she says it is time to spice up the infamous Love That Chicken from Popeye's catchphrase, which was released more than 20 years ago, back in 2002. Take a listen to this.
Popeyes. I was just watching a commercial. I'm tired of that. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Oh, no. Love that chicken. Like, you get like, I'm tired of the love that chicken from Popeyes. That chicken too good. You love that chicken. Get it together, Popeyes.
Hey, who is that?
Her name is Rebecca Jones from ATL. She's from the A.
Wow.
Yeah, she put me in the mindset of your boy. You know your boy, Rick.
Everybody, who go in an ambulance car, throw your hands up. If you go in an ambulance car, everybody.
Twan, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hit me up on my social outlets at Twan360.
Hey, Rod, that's going to be our new thing. Ooh. I want to shout out to all the parents out there that's being respectful, man, not letting their kids do too much, man. Dude had put a post out and said, ain't no way in the hell I'm going to let my daughter dress up like this at 23 months. And had posted it, and I had shared it on RS Comedy. So make sure that y'all let y'all kids continue good parenting and let your kids.
I hope that's a pull-up.
Just don't go to RS Comedy if you're driving. I'm just saying. I don't know if my daughter ain't dressing like this. At 23. Don't go to Gary.
That's ridiculous. Poor thing.
It's going to be a problem at the daycare.
Why she got to be a poor thing?
It's going to be a problem at that.
He said poor thing.
Just play another song. We'll come back. 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes.
Ain't no poor thing.
Hey, Kiki! Kiki, this your song right here. Kiki, why won't you and Fat Tasha make a video? Do that dance. What is that dance called? Brent.
We should. Which one?
The dance that they do off of this song
the
right here.
Challenge. The Cuff It Challenge.
The what?
The Cuff It Challenge.
The Cuff It Challenge.
Cuff It. See, the name of the song is Cuff It. CUFFIT. Cuff It. You know, they go side to side. Yeah.
That's how you down?
What I'm supposed to do?
Got to get out the car first.
Right.
Oh, hell no. That ain't going to happen.
Fat Tasha.
Huh?
Fat Tasha, our goal is to get you out the car this summer. Just get you out of the car.
Tired of moving. Tired. I be too tired.
Fat Tasha, you got to let your car rest. You Uber 24 hours a day.
Get to the bag. Get to the bag.
Right. She said she get to the bag. Fat Tasha, how much money you got? Because if you drive 24 hours a day nonstop, you deliver food, you picking people up, taking people.
Take people places. Take 3 lunch breaks.
Right.
So I got to make all that back.
Where y'all going this morning? Where y'all at? Fantastic. Where y'all at?
We are stuck on this little railroad train track. Wait, somebody come push me off it. Huh?
Where y'all? Are y'all over there by Sterling, or y'all over there on Highway 1?
Highway 1, US 1?
Yeah, US 1, yeah.
We got to get off the track. I know, we stuck. Somebody coming to push it. Somebody coming to push the car before the train comes.
Y'all over there. Y'all over there by that Popeyes. Y'all over, I know exactly where y'all at.
Popeyes over here. A bunch of food places.
Yeah, you right there across from the Walgreens.
Walgreens.
Jackson's Ice Cream.
You know.
The seafood place that used to be Church's Chicken.
Ben & Jerry's. You gonna get stuck over here.
Fantastic.
Oh my God. All these food places.
Yeah, fantastic. You got to stay focused. When Peter took his eyes off Jesus, he began to sink. You have to stay focused. Don't keep stopping because you're not going to make it to your destination. The restaurants is a distraction. Jackson's Ice Cream is a distraction. Subway is a distraction.
It's a Krispy Kreme over here, too. You want me to get out? Hey. Go in the restaurant and drop some fries and wave at me through the window. All right, get out here and run. Yeah,
but we're going to get you right this summer. Now, where you taking Kiki this morning? Kiki, where y'all going?
I'll take her cash and check. She said she got a check for somewhere. I think she stole it, but it say her name on it, so I guess it's her.
Kiki, where you get some money? Kiki, how you get a check, Kiki?
Cause I can't go to jail, so what I did was I made a little claim. Cause that time she didn't want to do it. Somebody hit us, and we made a claim, and so they just sent us some money.
How much you got? How much you cash?
Girl, open that thing up.
Move. How much? Nosy stuff.
$213 damn. What up? I eat all that in one drive-through business.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, bros, I apologize. I was so excited. I was saying, it's Chi Theta. Chi Theta. All right? That's Chi Theta, that's Florida State University, chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Bros, y'all make that video. I put it on my TikTok. I got you on there. I'm making a donation to your chapter or whatever. Or any chapter that set out the outest party hop for the day. You get $1,000 going to your chapter. I mean that. Rock. Don't I mean it? I mean it, dog.
If you say it, it's done. So y'all better get
But it need to be off that DMX, though. Right. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Tuesday morning news. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration issued an alert on Monday about the widespread threat of fentanyl mixed with xylazine, a veterinary tranquilizer also known as trank dope. Mixture of the two drugs is daily. Xylazine is not approved for human use and has a heavy sedative effect like an opioid. The DEA has seized xylazine and fentanyl mixtures in 48 of 50 states. In other news, the first grade teacher who was allegedly shot by a 6-year-old student in her Newport News, Virginia classroom has spoken out for the first time since the January incident, saying in an interview with NBC that she has tried to stay positive. Abigail Zwerner was released from a hospital last month and underwent 4 surgeries since the shooting. The boy who allegedly shot her will not be criminally charged. Lastly, do you remember your first CD? The first commercial compact disc was released in Japan back on October 1st, 1982. However, CDs didn't make it over to the U.S. until March of 1983. So that makes the CD 40 years old this week, Ricky. How'd that make you feel? 40 years ago, the CD came out. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
No timeouts left for Indiana. 3.3 remaining. Moore McNeil with the ball. Takes it. Has it stolen alone. Another number one goes down. Miami pulls off the upset and knocks up Indiana on their home court.
Yeah, man, the women's NCAA Sweet 16 is set. Yes, most of the teams were expected to make it this far. Couple of shakeups. You just heard the 9th seed Miami Hurricanes knocking off the number 1 seed Indiana. That's the second number 1 seed to go down. Number 6 Colorado knocked off number 3 Duke. The men, they was off yesterday. They back in action for the kickoff their Sweet 16 this Thursday. So it's getting hotted and heated. In the meantime, former NFL hotted and heated.
You know how you be talking, honey. Y'all act like y'all don't
Gary.
be
I was trying to keep it moving, dog.
No, you ain't
Gary,
trying to keep it moving. You always mess up on words.
Turn the music on.
I was trying to
Gary, why you do your eyes like that?
Because, honey, y'all sit here and let Rock T, honey, chew up words, honey, like you crazy, and nobody says nothing. He mess up every day.
What did he say, Gary?
He just say something stupid, tiny. And so, like, when I listen to him, like, he be saying
You
something
said
nobody say.
he chews
He
up the
chew
words.
up words, yes, honey. I mean, sound like a...
Hotted and heated.
He said hotted.
Hot, and when did he create that word?
Makes sense. Hotted and heated.
No.
See, when you use it together, Gary, it makes
yeah,
sense.
when you use it together, yeah, when you be chewing up them damn words, you use it together.
You been wanting to say that, huh?
Yes, honey. I'm so glad Ricky finally pointed it out because I'm like, I just listened to him. Like, oh, well, that's sports, honey. That's what they do in sports.
It's just enthusiastic. That's all it is.
I got a story. I got a quick sports story for you. This for you, Gary, man. New Las Vegas Raiders quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo is going to love his new home in Las Vegas because he just received a lifetime offer from 2 Nevada brothel workers. Strip clubs, pretty much. They want to give him free sex forever.
What?
True
Oh,
story.
really?
Yes, sir. Like, this is true.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know, he was known for dating. He dated a porn star for a long time.
For being the new quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Is he of African descent?
No.
Oh, well, you go ahead then.
Hey, Kay, you can't get no deal like that in Atlanta, stripper, Kay.
No, not for free.
Lifetime, dog.
How does that work out in Atlanta, Kay?
No, it don't work out. You're not getting a free deal. No, you're going to pay for that. You're going to drop $100. You're going to drop a couple $100 every time you pay that visit. So I've heard.
Yeah.
And that's
you know he can't say how he feel, Ricky.
That's
so
what the streets say.
And that's what they're going for, a couple of $100.
Yeah, a couple $100. If you're in the NFL, now if you're a regular, Joe off the street, yeah, it's gonna be more than that. But if you're an NFL player, yeah, it's a couple $100.
And this is information from your Inside Connects.
Yeah, this is
okay.
this is what the streets say.
Making that clear.
I have no idea. I don't partake in that. I leave here every day.
Why are you over there
and go to Bible.
fidgeting? Why are you fidgeting with your mic cord?
I leave here every day and go home and go to Bible study.
Oh.
That's
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Hey, you got that right. When y'all can't find us, when we ain't texting you back, we are reading the Bible.
Yeah.
We
I
are.
turn my
When
phone
the
off
men,
when I read the
all
Bible.
the men, and doggone bet you, men are getting closer to the Lord. So when we don't text you right back, we are in that word. Brad, good morning.
True story.
Oh Lord. Don't believe. Don't
You know that, Brad?
Brad, don't get involved in this. Don't get involved.
Remember Tom and
We
Jerry
don't-
at the end? Don't you believe it?
In the beninging.
In the bedinging. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Rudolph Isley has filed a lawsuit against his younger brother, Ronald Isley, over trademarks to the legendary musical ensemble. Now, Rudolph is 83. He said in legal docs reviewed by TMZ that Ronald, 81, made business transactions without his knowledge that potentially cost him money. In the suit, Rudolph told the court that Ronald successfully applied for the trademark to name the Isley brothers last summer and has since collected all the profits. Rudolph said in legal docs that he and his younger brother had agreed to evenly split the band's profits since the 1986 death of their brother and bandmate O'Kelly. Rudolph has requested the judge in the case to audit Ronald's earnings since the change and have him reimburse him for half of the amount. I didn't even know they I can't believe they fussing. And they 83 and 80. Like, what is going on? They've been sharing the profits. Why they want to get greedy now?
But I'm thinking too. Which one is the lead? Ricky Ronald.
Ronald.
Ronald got some young kids and stuff. So I mean,
he does. But Ronald had his own solo career too, where he made a lot of money
with R. Kelly. And,
yeah.
Well, that's I don't know.
Well, they should split. Make sure that his brother straight, because they started out together.
That's right. I agree.
And that's the one that played the guitar, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Well, last but not least, y'all, Chloe Bailey has revealed the track listing for her debut solo album, In Pieces is what it's called. Chris Brown, Future, and Missy Elliott are all featured on the album. In Pieces is due out March 31st. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Talk It Out Tuesday with Yanetta Spring, and we got the praise mix down. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's Talk It Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Yanetta Spring.
Morning, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is Talk It Out Tuesday. I'm so excited, man. Y'all, please help me welcome licensed professional counselor, the one and only Yanetta Spring.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. We are so happy to have you this morning. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but yesterday on the show we was talking about toxic friendships, and people called to say that they had to kick their friend to the curb. But what does being toxic really mean, and can you define that for us? Let's get into it this morning.
Yeah, let's get into it. Toxic is a hot topic, right? Toxicity and toxic relationships. So I think it's important to understand what toxic is, because some people out here calling folks toxic just because they have a different opinion or viewpoint, or they don't agree with each other, right? Toxic, when you're looking at toxicity or someone with toxic behavior, they are intentionally, sometimes it's unintentional, but for the most part, they are harmful for personal gain, power, or control, right? So toxic people don't consider your needs. But the relationship that they have with you is designed to stabilize them, right? It's designed to help them feel better, right? So from a therapeutic perspective, when I look at toxic behavior, I'm looking at somebody who's wounded in some cases, and they are expecting their relationships to heal them.
Well, some people are born that way. They say that they're born that way, but is being toxic a learned or inherited trait?
Yeah, it could be. When I look at toxicity, a person can become toxic because of their personal lived experiences, because of their trauma. So toxicity or a toxic person isn't a mental illness, right? Toxicity is behaviors, that someone has learned over time. They can be struggling with some sort of mental illness that makes them more susceptible to those behaviors. But when we have, experienced someone who has toxic behavior, sometimes they can have personality disorders, or various mental illnesses. So it's not necessarily something that you are just like black and white born with. It's usually a combination, of various things, DNA, lived experiences, sometimes culture, and various cultural beliefs and things that we learn culturally that can be considered unhealthy and toxic that we just continue to perpetuate.
Well, we're talking to y'all, the counselor, Miss Yanetta Springs, about toxic relationships. Now, Yanetta, what I want to know is, how do toxic relationships, honey, impact our mental health? And before we go with that answer, you remember now, when did this word toxic just come up all of a sudden? Because you remember when people talked about toxic. Well, I mean, it's been around, but Ricky, when people talked about toxic, I was thinking about toxins, like they got toxins in the air and stuff like that.
Yeah, good. It's similar though, right? Because those the toxins in the air or chemicals and products or, toxic substances make you sick, right? When you come in contact with them, right, you don't feel good, right? You feel ill. And that's what relationships do. In terms of with our mental health, toxic relationships make you feel bad. They can create anxiety and depression. They can actually trigger your trauma, right? If you've had like a caretaker that behaved or, acted the same way, then you can start to feel, you be triggered by trauma. And one thing about toxic relationships is it's not always like right out there in your face. A lot of times it's subtle. and it happens slowly over time, but really looking for ways that you may lose yourself, you stop taking care of yourself, and you feel like anxiety and trauma or, uncomfortable when you're around this relationship. You feel bad, and I want to make sure that not all toxic relationships are abusive, but all abusive relationships are toxic, right?
Oh, wow.
So some toxic relationships, it can be kind of resolved or worked through with communication and boundaries. But when communication and boundaries don't work, then you may be dealing with an abusive and toxic relationship.
Wow. So if you have a slew of messy relationships, you may be the toxic one. So if that's the case, what can they do to begin to heal?
Listen, I did a TikTok on this. Like when you're in therapy and then you realize that you're the toxic one.
Right.
Because it happens sometimes, right? So healing starts with being willing, right? Really being willing to feel your feelings, being willing to get to the root of your issues, right? Being able to get to the root of your wounds and your pain and your trauma and work through it, work through it in therapy, work through it by, reading books. I have several resources on my website with books that you can start, read to start your journey. My self-care workbook is a place that you can really start. But all of us have toxic, to some degree, some sort of toxic traits or qualities. But we may not actually be toxic.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We all have wounds.
There it is. Council Spring, let everybody know how you can be reached and where you are in the Nashville area.
Yeah, so we're in Nashville now. So Nashville folks, I am licensed in the state of Tennessee, so you can always reach me. You can text the word spring to 55444 for resources. Or you could go to my website, YanettaSpring.com. That's going to get you to my counseling practice as well as the Groundbreakers side for resources in your area.
All right, y'all, the one and only. Y'all give it up. Counselor Yanetta Spring. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.